second semifinal, decide who our second team, I'm saying second a lot, is going to be in the grand finals. Mitch, who you got?
I don't know. This is a tough matchup to predict. Singularity is a really, really solid team. Their executes are strong, but we saw ATK play pretty impressively last night, particularly Tens, who on the first map dropped 36 frags. But here we go. Pistol round incoming. Ryan's going to be able to grab one, but then there's 4 crosshairs on his position. He eventually goes down, so that will be a guaranteed bomb plant. B site has fallen, and now it's going to be a retake situation. 2 players coming in from construction, 2 coming in probably towards water here in a second.
Looking for the taps. This is interesting. It was overwhelming force into the site. Now they've slowed down. That's a nice dunk, but JT still gets a frag. Black Poison now dropped out. Numbers have been exchanged equally. JT still alive in towards the back, and Hydrex is going to run this down. Finds the frag at the same time Floppy does elsewhere. That is going to be a full 10-second defuse, even though Hydrex has a kit, just to add some extra suspense to it. It is going to be the pistol round for Singularity, and they're starting off strong here. I would say they're the favorite going into this. Would you tend to agree about that?
For Singularity, yeah, I think so. I'd be leaning towards them, but it's just whether or not Tens goes off, which he likely will, but how many support players is he going to get there that are able to help him out and show up here in this semifinal? So it's going to be 1-0 starting out here for Singularity. Let's see what they get here for the bye. It's going to be an M4 FAMAS, 3 SMGs, and a good amount of utility here. On the flip side, they're going to force up on the side of ATK. They did get the bomb down, so this does make sense. And Singularity should be expecting this because of that bomb plant. So Fady going to be up close. Ryan clearly not ready for it. Shake isn't either, but they're somehow able to avoid Fady there with that AK spray. Nade comes in, does a little bit of damage. I thought it'd do more, but Fady's going to continue to push. But there's a crossfire set up here, and Ryan's going to be able to take an advantage with that smoke. Isolates that one player. JT going to go down, so the elevated position there for Sheikh Zula ends up working out. On the other side of the map, Floppy going to do a little bit of work there on towards Downster. Gets the kill, flashed in, and unable to trade that out on that second player, but there's now a little bit of action over towards Banana, and Ryan will get one with the ump.
Sheikh Zula must lead a blessed life right now. Again, he peeks out. Again, he should be dead. This time it's Tens with the Krieg, who just can't find it, and somehow, miraculously, Sheikh will survive that round. He should have been dead on the first phase, to be quite frank, so he needs to count his lucky stars in that one, because he's going to be able to upgrade to a Galil and stay alive through it. Singularity survived the test of the force bind, and they survive it flawlessly as well. Having only lost players in the pistol now, they are very well poised moving through, as they're just going to have an upgraded pistol, no armor behind buying out from ATK. And this, as you were talking about earlier with Tens going off last game, it really is, has kind of seemed like Tens needs to be going off for them to have success. Now, admittedly, their Inferno game yesterday was a much more even affair. Fady, if anyone, was really the player to highlight. But they are still going to need that sort of individual prowess, those individual plays, to find something. And Singularity is a team that has oodles of individual skill to spare.
Absolutely. Looks like it's going to be an attempted hit over towards A. It's not really going to go all that well, and within a second, there's 6 players dead. 5 of those kills coming in on the side of Singularity, so they only lose 1 player. ATK really didn't buy much in that situation, maybe some upgraded pistols, and I think there was 2 flashes there for that hit. Clearly didn't work out, but here comes the buy mic. We're going to get 3 Kriegs, 2 AKs, full utility and armor. So first test here for Singularity coming up. But we see OC with that op. You love to see it. He's one of the best oppers in the Mountain Dew League. He can certainly go off with that. So I'm going to check in on him, see where they're going to post him up early. It looks like over towards Banana. And it looks like they're going to do the kind of skedoodle play where they get the opper secure over towards top of Banana, and then they rotate those players off to help out towards the A side.
So full containment here, lots of information as well. That's going to allow Ryan to push up and play in towards the Nook. It's a nice setup here. Excellent crossfire. 4 players towards A. Really strong hold now available for the CT side. They really haven't been pushed off this yet. Now the smokes are going to sail over, and Fady actually gets a big opener. That's on towards the porch. Now they're wrapping up the lane, moving into the full hit. And while there are tons of smokes down, Ryan's still going to be able to pick a path through them and find one. He is traded, but elevating. Hydrex turns 1 frag nearly into 2 before Tens answers back. But it is going to be Tens stuck into the corner of sight, and his nearest supports all the way back towards mid. So JT spot's now known. Tens is as well. Tens' number has been called. It's all going to be on JT to try and hold us off. He's got to wrap around the corner. A molly now in his face. They can just get the defuse. He can't contest this. The kit's available. OC's just going to stick it. That's the round. He's just got to fall away. JT recognizes the inevitability of his position, and he's got to fade. Keep the Krieg up, and at the very least, ATK will have money going into the net.
I really love that smoke set that ATK came up with. They completely smoked off that pit spot, but it ended up being a problem for them because there was 2 guys in towards pit that they weren't worrying about there for a minute. And then eventually one of those guys on the CT side did pop up. They killed him, and I think they assumed that nobody else was in pit. So it kind of hid that second player, and then Sheikh Zula able to come up big because of that. So that's going to be a 4th round for Singularity. Off to a great start here. It will be another buy in the situation. JT going to get that early kill, make it a double. Nice job by him. But there's still a 3rd man over towards the B side. JT should have died there somehow. Sheikh Zula dotted those shots around him, but they're going to continue to push in towards the B site. Sheikh Zula left all alone, and he does get a kill before he goes down. That's big.
So JT on the warpath here now with 3. It's going to trigger the save out from Floppy and Hydrax. Yes, they've got money saved on Shake, but with Ryan all the way down at 0, there's no sense taking that economic hit early on. So 4 rounds in, Singularity now going to give one up. It is going to be ATK on the board in their own T side. The problem is with that amazing cash, now the ops are going to come out. Now the big guns are going to be into play for the Singularity side. This is only going to get tougher for ATK. Still, the fast B hit yielded great fruit. We'll see if we're going to see more of that. It felt like, I'm trying to remember last night, it was a lot of B hits. A lot of B play, a lot of B hits, a lot of late B takes with control of Banana. Seemed to be most of what we saw. This round, it's going to be a ceasefire. Everybody who's currently on the server is most likely going to live. And they're going to be A-okay to move into the next. 4 players up for ATK. A nice cash injection for the South African side. And Singularity now looking to rally back with a counterpunch.
Nice round there by JT. Those openings were huge. There was a 3rd man there. He almost died. I don't know how he didn't, to be honest. Sheikh Zula looked like he was on there when JT was getting on that sandbag, but he was able to evade those shots, get back in towards sight. Sheikh Zula ends up going down, and that will be around there for ATK. They're going to be able to buy on the side of Singularity, so we still have that op on OC. It's going to be M4s across the board for the rest of the Singularity team. So they do that 3-man setup over towards Banana early. I think they're going to leave Sheikh Zula alone this time. We saw OC, the AWPer, be in this position before, but Singularity are going to stack 4 over towards that A site. ATK pretty much coming up with a slow play here to start it out. There's going to be some utility spent. They're actually going to go once that smoke fades. It looks like the A hit will begin here, Mike.
OC tied up with the off as well. This is such a tough spot to play. He's hit one. He's got the crossfire from Pit, and Hydrex is saving his bacon. What a hold out from Singularity. Barely taking any damage at all, and it is Dumpster who's just locked behind this smoke. He's the Pit player on their own CT side, so he is well aware of what is likely on the other side of this door from him. He's trying to find something, maybe a pick, maybe something, but he will take the duel with Hydrex, who wins it out. Nicely done from the CT side. Singularity just shut the doors on A and make sure nobody's going to get through. With a flawless victory, they are right back in the driver's seat here. There's going to be one more very solid buyout from ATK, likely more, considering the loss bonus is still very much built up. But they are certainly going to have the ability to contest in this one. Sheikh Zula, nice little go get him, tap on the back with a knife. Just give him a little bit of health into the round. Make it a little more difficult for him.
So again, we're going to see that 3-man setup over towards Banana. Get rid of that utility. Make sure you have a little bit of control over towards Car. But they end up fading again. 2 men off towards that A site. They're going to leave OC now this time. So they seem to be switching up players in this position. You can see Fady trying to get aggressive. It paid off for him before. Not going to work out this time. And OC takes advantage, gets that kill, and it's going to be Sheikh Zula there to support as well. So they didn't end up fading that 4th player over. And one interesting thing to note is I feel like we didn't see that smoke set at all yesterday watching ATK when they're hitting in towards A to cover Pit. We've seen it twice already. That's an interesting adjustment.
Maybe there's a specific player they're trying to neutralize, or they just recognize that in the crossfires. If they don't shut him down, it's going to be a lights out pretty quick. As it is, JT starting to roam a little bit forward. He is going to be the point man once more. Sheikh Zula through the smoke, finds one, looking for more. They're trying to spam it. OC still alive in the back of sight, will strike. There's the first shot. He's looking for more, looking for them to get high. Tens is going to try and face him, and Tens is now dropped. OC lightning quick on that AWP from the back of sight. Dumpster will decapitate the first, but he can get no more. So Singularity once again hold on. They prevent the bomb plant out from ATK. So while this round is viable, Fade's going to be limited if they do decide to go for it. Looking at Tens' buy already, it seems like the choice has been made. ATK now down 6-1 on their map pick, looking to get a rally round here and to get into this, because Singularity, this defense is looking like a bit of an iron curtain.
Yeah, it looks like Tens made the decision for them, because he auto-buyed right when they got into the next round, and everybody else didn't buy, so Tens, I think, forced their hand in that situation. But it looks like ATK is going to switch it up a little bit here as they have 4 guys in towards apartments. And you can see JT pushing up in towards mid. He'll run into OC watching that cross with the up. But I think we're about to see a waterfall. Hydrex has played well so far. He's going to have to come up big here because he's about to have 4 people in his face. He does have a support player in Floppy in towards sight. But here comes that flash. Here comes the hit. And what can Hydrex do here? OC is going to be able to grab one of those with the op. Hydrex gets a double. OC is going to add another one. That leaves JT all alone in a 3v1. The bomb is in towards pit. OC's going to go down. That's a big opening kill there by JT, Mike.
He's got the bomb as well. He's got pit control. Oh, maybe he's got the bomb. There we go. A little bit of a dance. A little bit of a 2-step to get around to it. The problem is that that's allowed Sheikh Zula close. He's checking. But Sheikh is going to wait for his teammate to get through to the bounty. And that's going to be the backstab from Ryan. Easy frag. No problem. Once again, no plant. As the ATK side has just been struggling to get the bomb down for these last few rounds. And it is going to be a 7th round for Singularity. I think that was an iconic play from Pit for Hydrex. When I think of Krieg spray transfer, Hydrex is the name that flashes in my mind. Hydrex and, like, Vinny are just Kriegers all day.
Absolutely. They were the guys that were using it before everybody else, I feel like. And they're still staying loyal to it. And you see Furia, a good amount of those guys use the Krieg as well. But, yeah, absolutely. I think of Vinny when I think of the Krieg. I'm with you on that one, Mike. So it's 7-1. Singularity have a significant lead right now. ATK, I think, had just taken a timeout, but it's been canceled. We're going to get back into it. You look at the money, not really a buy situation, but we get 5 deags. We saw how crazy Tens went off with that deag yesterday. So whenever you get a deagle in his hands, you're looking for fireworks. Let's see if we get it here in the 8th. It looks like OC, I think, is going to get a quick pick mid here, at least a peek. But, of course, I say that, and it doesn't happen. It's going to be Floppy jumping across for info.
So 10's quiet early on, 2-7 right now. On the other side, Hydrex 12-2. What a way to get started in this series, just coming out with a fury. Hydrex putting shots down range, dropping bodies. Oddly enough, he doesn't have one of the Kriegs in this round. He gave it up to one of his comrades, which you think, you know, there's a Krieg available on the map. You just got to give it to Hydrex. Got to give the man his respect. Let him Krieg. Take the reins off. But it will be Sheikh and Ryan playing the Krieg deadly duo down towards Banana. And it's just Eagles on the other side. They've got 2-3 flashes and 2 smokes to work with, so maybe a little bit of a plan here. But the full entirety of ATK just appears to be massed in towards mid up into Mexico and getting ready for this hit on B. Ryan, lots of friends to make acquaintances with. He's found 2. No more. He is silenced by the Deagle, but now it's a firing range for Sheikh, and Sheikh is good for all 3. Nice shots out from the IGL, taking very few casualties in the round. It's going to be an 8 for Singularity. And I mean, look at this cash. Ryan, before he buys, is going to have 10K. You got multiple players over 6 post-buy. This is getting a little nuts here. If they're going to put a stop to it, ATK, they better act quick.
Yeah, fat stacks on the side of Singularity right now. They're going to be able to buy for probably the next 2, if not 3. And they got everything they want right now. Full utility, guns, and OC still on that up. ATK's got to make some sort of adjustment because everything they've tried so far is not working out. Let's see what that adjustment might be if they do make one. So they're going to leave 2 guys over towards ramp, 1 over towards Mexi. They do have a little bit of apartments control, but not all the way in just yet. And you can see Singularity going to have that traditional play where they leave the Opper over towards Banana, rotate the other 2 off. But ATK, not going to go fast-paced just yet, but it looks like they're going to spend some utility to get that mid control. And Ryan and Sheikh Zula waiting for that hit.
JT, oh, he's going through smokes. This is so dangerous. There's a boost up on the other side, and now the boost up is going to strike, but the problem is as soon as they reveal their position, they got to fall off of it. Still damage coming through, and Floppy will not be stopped. He's found one. Can he survive this position? Certainly not, but the damage is still being done. So much damage indeed. JT on 12, but OC's been called away. What's happening here? The B-bomb site's wide open, so despite all of the damage done, OC's realizing his mistake just a little bit too late. Cross smokes are in. He'll drop a molly to try and allow himself time, and JT certainly can't go through that molly, so the smoke gets dropped to cover it off. But he's also smoked out from coffins. OC just can't win right now. He is stuck in the church, waiting for his teammates to get here. It will finally be a bomb plant for ATK to try and work around.
Yeah, here comes some flashes. JT's low. The other guys have a good amount of HP. Tens is going to go down. Now, Fady as well. Shake Zula gets a beautiful double. Nice adjustment on the second. OC is going to finish off JT, and that is another round for Singularity. Really crisp retake there. And yeah, it was bad timing for OC to rotate off, but they certainly made up for that with that retake. That was beautiful. So it's going to be 9-1 Singularity through 10 rounds. They're almost at double digits already, Mike. This is mind-boggling, especially the way we saw ATK play last night.
The other thing is they're just dripping confidence right now. I mean, I think we were talking about it before the match actually went live. I don't think that was actually on camera, where we were talking about the fact that since they've gotten used to that Shake Zula style of calling, since they've adapted to Shake Zula as the IGL, they just looked like a well-oiled fragging machine in all the games they played. They were a very chaotic roster when previous iterations. I mean, it was a very loose playing style, a lot of individual freedom and form. And this is a much more measured approach, but they've still got that individual style, and it tends to shine in rounds like this. This is a nice round, though, for ATK. They've already got the wrap towards Arch. There are 3 players condensed into the site and reinforcements on the way. The question is just going to be who can hit. JT right on the other side of the hay cart. There's already been a frag. And Zula in towards CT, and Floppy's now built a little bit of space for them to operate around. All the bodies dropping. Floppy shining right now. Domster will get an entry, but there's only 2 players left alive, and now it's all going to be on Black Poison, who's stuck in towards Moto. He'll find the first, but his position's now given up. He does have the bomb, but the CT should have him hemmed into a corner in an instant. He's going to try and smoke his way out, and the reinforcements have just now arrived. 45 seconds to work with. Which direction does he attempt to take this?
Yeah, it helps that he has time to work with, but pretty much everything else is against him at this point. So it's going to be shot from behind. Shake Zula catches him out, trying to sneak in towards the library. Not today, buddy. And that is double digits already for Singularity. They are coming out of the gates, swinging, Mike, and basically just throwing haymakers. Nice job there by Floppy in that last round, that adjustment on that second player. I didn't have the mic on because you were talking, but I was like, oh, I yelled here at my desk. So Floppy, if he's, firing like we know he can, this is going to be a problem for ATK.
What I'll say is that when Floppy is your bottom fragger, and it's not because he's losing, but because he's just doesn't have the opportunities for kills, that just tells you how good this half has gone for Singularity.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, what do you do if you're ATK? You're getting battered in all of your aim duels. Nothing you're really trying is working out. Even when you get into a take, the retake is near instantaneous now from the Singularity side. Look at this spot from Ryan. This is so bold. Playing right on the edge of smoke, hoping someone's going to come through to try and take the half-wall space. They will indeed, but Black Poison checks it, anticipates this level of boldness, and now they may have overplayed their hand. Shake has to, well, I would say has to fall off. He doesn't want to. He's waiting for a boost up. He's waiting for someone to come around the corner. Ten's just kind of fake flashed with an AK. That's bold. Now they are likely going to round up. He's got reinforcements. They've taken care of the lurk as well. A lot's going to hinge on whether Shake Zula can hit his shots. And based on how this game has been going, you certainly expect him to. He's going to do some damage, but it's not a frag. OC, though, gets the collateral shot raining down Banana. That may just be enough. A man advantage once more. He will concede the plant, but he's done his work. He's made this very possible, even probable, for Singularity as they get back in.
OC, beautiful work. Looking for a third quick flick. Light work for OC. That's a triple for him on the round. That's going to leave Fady all alone. They know his position. That's a quad kill for OC. He goes off in the 12th round. Pretty much wins that round by himself. And that's going to be 11-1. A 10-round lead now for Singularity. ATK gets the bomb down there, but just can't really do anything to fend off the incoming retake. And Singularity just look fantastic right now.
Reminder, folks, just in case you were wondering about the significance of these maps, this is ATK's map pick. The next map pick is Vertigo. And just to give you some context for that, ATK have never won Vertigo. They are 0-3 on Vertigo.
Oh, wow. How does that go through?
Because they had two choices, right? They've got two maps they don't play. They don't play Nuke, and they don't play Vertigo. They are winless on Nuke and Vertigo in the last 3 months, according to HLTV. And so they banned Nuke, which is a map that Singularity loves. Sheikh Zula loves calling on Nuke. But the problem is, Singularity has also been putting in a lot of work to practice in Scrim Vertigo. So it's really a pick your poison type of situation. I guess they go with the greater unknown, which is to say we are going to get a Vertigo game in map 2, and if they can't make more of a case of it here in Inferno, that one's going to be all the more difficult.
Yeah, they beat New Identity last night on Vertigo, 16-10. That's a pretty big win. I mean, you look at the lineup on New Identity; those are some really solid players. So beating them by 6, you know, that's no joke. So if you're ATK, you're going to be a little bit nervous about that second map, but you got to focus right now because you have one round. You really got to get this going. Looks like it's going to be a hit in towards mid. They're kind of stuck in the smoke here. What's going on? And finally, Tens takes down Ryan. They're kissing there for a second.
How does Ryan not realize?
Yeah, another flash is going to come in. They're going to continue to push. Hydrix doesn't peek there. Probably good thing is Black Poison had that crosshair placement down pat. But looks like ATK is going to switch it up. They have 30 seconds to work with, and OC has kind of fell off B, but it looks like he's going to come back. He's not going to make that mistake again.
With the molly down, I mean, they've got smokes to go through it. He doesn't have any more mollies for sure, but a single flash, a kill on the bomb planter would be enough. He's found one. He's doing the damage. He's slowing them down. How can they even hope to get through this? 10 seconds on the clock. OC just needs to find a single frag, but that's massive. And Black Poison to build a little bit of space. Hydrix is already here, but he's been traded, but the flanks here from Banana. And he will choose the wrong target. Sheikh Zula actually allows the bomb to go down. Fortunately, Floppy's in position to shut down that planter before he can slip away, and it's going to be a 12th round for Singularity. At this point, they're like, who even cares about allowing the bomb plant? You can get whatever guns you want. You can try this. We're just going to shut you down. 12-1 now in the first half of Inferno, and Singularity, I mean, this is a beatdown.
Yeah, this is hard to watch. Like, it's fun to watch, but at the same time, it's definitely hard to watch. I mean, we've been talking up Tens a lot. Right now, he's 3-12. That's a 0.25 KDR. That's something you don't expect coming out of him, so that's good. Got to turn around quickly, otherwise this map is over, if it basically isn't already. So,
Mitch, I don't think Tens had his win sauce this morning.
Yeah, what's going on with that? That certainly would have helped out.
Need some
He definitely had it last night, that's for sure.
Nice dunk nade. Oh, JT. JT is just thinking right now, why always me? Why always me? Ryan is just trying to take this around the corner. As soon as he peeks, Fady should be dead. He spots just the edge of Fady, and of course, this being the Singularity side, they're not going to be slowed by that. The nade down. Fady's now on 10. JT and Fady, without even really having seen a CT yet, are just limping along in the server to find something. Floppy crouched up in Boiler will take first blood. And while Hydrix has at the very least been tagged down, that's just not enough at this point for the ATK side. They've got 2 wounded warriors trying to get through, and as they make this move onto the site, it is just going to be Sheikh Zula to shut them down. Ryan going through the smoke. It's a massacre. What are you hoping for here? Domster stuck in Mexico, isolated, segmented away from his team. Just has to try and pick up the pieces and figure out what he can even do with 45 seconds, the bomb down, and 5 players alive on the CT side.
Yeah, Domster's always going to be the guy watching the flank. So once they get those other kills, they know Domster's going to be coming from the other side of the map. And he's going to try to get away. That Molly's going to slow him down a little bit. He's able to get through it and get a kill on Floppy, but it's now 3v1, 20 seconds on the clock. This round is over, Mike. It's going to be 13-1. We didn't expect that coming into it. We knew Singularity's good, but they are doing work right now on Inferno. So let's see what happens here with Domster if he can get anything out of this round. But he's actually just going to go ahead punt completely on this one. Time will tick away, and it'll be 13-1. And ATK just can't get anything going right now. It looked so good last night too, which is wild.
They really did. They really did. They were all hitting their numbers. Right now, they look like a rubber ducky up against a battleship, though. Singularity is just blowing them out of the water. I mean, this is This is feeling like two completely different weight classes. Singularity have just, there's been no cracks. Even in the rounds where they allow a plant where it comes into the post plant, the retake is instantaneous. There's no flaws, there's no cracks, there's no hesitation. There's not even a moment of really thinking like, can we win this? Oh, of course we can. We're just gonna hit right back. And ATK, I mean, this is just beginning to look bleak.
Yeah, if I'm them, you know, you go back to the drawing board, see if there's anything they haven't covered already, any strats that they have in their back pocket, just anything they can cling onto. And right now, they're coming up empty. They have one more round here in the second half, or in this first half. They can maybe make it 13-2. The buy isn't very good. 2 Galils, which are, I'm not a fan of them personally, but nonetheless, they have them in their hands. A MAC 10 and then a CZ. So I think this is going to be 14-1 at half, Mike. And if you're ATK, and this might just be a situation where you got to write this one off and hope for the best on Vertigo, but we've already discussed how good Singularity on it and how ATK doesn't really play it.
It's going to be a challenge for sure. Hydrex just waiting on the balcony. He should feast in just a moment. There are 3 players around. He's waiting for the timing. The flash is perfect, but they're holding for it. Tens has it. They were trying to play exactly that. Unfortunately for him, there are 3 players stacked up in. So now information through. Shake's found the first, though, and the spam on the balcony is good. Shake, I'm not even sure he's seeing these players, but he's finding the frags. Eventually, they'll be wrapped upon with just Fady and JT left alive, and they've got a CZ and a MAC 10 to work with. Running down OC, though. Fady will retrieve an op, and now it's a 1v1 with the AWP. What can he do? One more shot needed to hit it. Fady can clutch this out and at least get a second round for his squad. He's retrieved the bomb. Orion's already on site. Doesn't matter. Fady has the shot. 3K to take through a second round, and ATK at the very least get that. They double the round total right at the tail end. Only 9 rounds in a row for Singularity, not a 10th. There is maybe a faint glimmer of hope here.
That's a stat you don't want. You double your rounds after winning 1 round. Oof. You definitely don't want to hear that. So, yeah, Singularity, full control there on the CT side. Up big. ATK have to get this pistol. Otherwise, I think that's going to be GG on this first map. And if you're Singularity, you're sitting pretty right now. You're feeling pretty good. You can probably even start talking about Vertigo at this point if you really want to. not to throw shade or anything, but this has just been a blowout up to this point. There's not really much I can highlight on the other side, you know.
What's been pretty wild is, and this is something you don't always see, Sheikh Zula, the IGL, is on 19-5 right now. He is pacing the server by a long shot. Next closest player is 5 frags behind. So Sheikh coming up with that big individual form, and they are not slowing the pace at all. It's a straight hit into B, and they've already knocked Tens down. So the big bear of last night has been felled already. Fady does get an answer, but he's not going to be long for the world. Domster getting a little bit more with the spam through the smoke, but it's already going to be a bomb plant and a man advantage. A player all the way down towards the bottom of Banana. Sheikh has realized that there's no one coming, so both remaining CTs are coming through from either CT spawn or coffins. Domster trying to get an entry here. Desperately needs it for his team. They're not going to reveal positions. Actually, going to be Black Poison to find the first shot. Second player in Emo, though. OC has it. It's all going to be on Black Poison. Knows where both are, but can he duel them out in time to get the defuse? Oh. Apparently, he can. They face him. He retrieves the kit. Easy. Defuse comes through. And Black Poison, the hero that ATK needs.
Black Poison, okay. He's not giving up on this one. Beautiful work there. Nice adjustment there on the second player over towards Banana. And that's going to be a round win for ATK. Something we haven't said too much, but, you know, the map isn't over. We still have more CS to be played. But OC looked beautiful in that last round. Pretty much all of his shots were, or all of his kills were with, I think, 2 shots on each one, if not just 1. So crisp shots coming out from OC. He's playing lights out tonight. Unfortunately for him, ATK do take the round. And let's see how they're going to play it here on Singularity. They force up on everybody. They're going to get 2 Galils, 2 MAC 10s, and a Krieg. They'll start out with Apartments Control. Not really too worried about Banana right now. They're going to leave Shake over there to get rid of some utility. Black Poison almost has his head taken off, but he's going to fall back, and OC spots the man on towards balcony. So a bunch of info gain there by OC. Doesn't cost him any HP.
This is one of those situations where there's so much confidence flowing, it can almost bait you into maybe being a little over-aggressive. Though we are seeing that the force buy has become very popular, and with the bomb plant there, this is actually a really excellent force buy. I mean, no pistols out there, tons of weaponry available. Tens, though, will strike for 1 and the second. Actually, Hydrex, apparently, did a little team damage to find the first. Still, the Krieg lives, and that is the big gun into the round. They're looking for it. Domster's tucked, and he's still going to be able to strike. Black Poison finds one. Now Domster sending shots down range. It is a good hold for ATK, and they withstand the storm of the force buy and will have bought themselves just a little bit of breathing room. Still, 9-round lead for Singularity. ATK have to keep running this back. They're going to get an eco here, so this should be a comfortable round for sure. But beyond that, it's anyone's guess.
So, Singularity, they're going to save up in this situation. They get a few upgraded pistols, a little bit of utility. You can see that flash on OC and a molly on Sheikh Zula. Flip side, you can see ATK have pretty much everything they want. It's going to be a fast play over towards Banana, at least for one of those players. JT is able to handle one with the SMG, but there we go. Hydrex able to get one with the CZ, but Domster is having enough of it. It's going to leave OC all alone versus 4. He's stuck in towards logs as well. This is not a position you want to be in, especially with an incoming MP9, and JT takes his head off. So pretty clean round there for ATK, and that's 3 in a row to start off this second half.
So, okay, that's exactly what they needed to do. They've made this at least more respectable, 5-13, but now the guns are out. And look at this. It's all Kriegs. It's Kriegs for days. Scopes on everybody. This is the most Singularity buy I think I've ever seen. The only thing missing is the AWP on OC, but that's just not available as of yet. So Kriegs all the way down on the T side. Actually, I think he could have gotten the AWP. He just chose not to. So it's Kriegs all the way down for the T side, and they're going to be taking a fight right to ATK. The only real Achilles heel is JT on the MP9, but they should be able to compensate for that without too much difficulty. This is going to be a little bit difficult to overcome.
Yeah, I love the buy. That's so Singularity, or that's so Team Singularity that they would do something like that. So right now it's going to be a 3-man setup over towards B. So ATK going to switch it up from what Singularity was doing, where they'd have that solo player and have the other 2 guys fall off. All 3 are going to stick towards Banana for the time being, but a little bit of a fake over towards the B site, and the hit will commence here for Singularity in towards A. 2-man setup here. 1 in towards balcony for Domster, and he's going to get that opening kill. 2 guys in towards site. Make it just 1 now after Domster grabs a double kill. Shaking a drop down. He gets the kill from the top row. Make it a double for him. Huge plays coming out. Tens is tucked away in towards Cubby, but the site has fallen for the most part. It's now 3v2, Mike.
May all be falling apart here. Still a single flashbang on each side to try and hold the other back. But no information. They're going to go for the boost up over the Moto smoke. This could get dangerous. Ten's peering out. He spotted Floppy, but so has Floppy seen him. As the smoke fades, his head's ripped from his shoulders. And now, of course, they know exactly where Fady's playing from, because where else could he have been boosting Ten's up? And so it's an easy haircut dished out by Floppy, one after another. 3 kills on the round, and round number 14 for Singularity. The mass Krieging has found its mark. Now, another buyout. AWP available for JT, but this might be the end of their rope, Mitch.
Yeah, they're going to stick to the 5 Kriegs. Why not? It worked last round. And you can see on the side of ATK, they're going to go with the double op setup. They're going to have 1 go over towards Banana. I think he's going to try for a quick pick. OC going to go down. Nice support there from Fady. JT might have been in a little bit of trouble. They're going to have 10s over towards the A side. He catches 1 over from Arch, and it's going to be the op show here in the 20th round. Domster boosted up. That's a kill. There's another man coming in. Floppy gets 1, but Domster gets another double kill. That'll be a round for ATK. They respond immediately to Singularity.
That was a very hasty round out from Singularity. They just took the fights immediately. They lose a kill out towards Banana, and Sheikh Zula just keeps going forward. So that one, again, I think maybe just a little bit overconfident here. That's coming back to punish them. This is going to be the deco. Everybody is going to be fine to buy the next one except maybe Sheikh Zula. But they do have enough money to get 3 sets of armor and the full deco up. And this is definitely a team to be feared in a big way when they got the deegs in hand. They're going to be looking to see if they can contact their long-lost cousin Juan. Meanwhile, attempted tags through for JT. He doesn't quite find anything yet. The nade will do damage onto Ryan, but Ryan's still up on the logs and can wait. Good nade chunk damage early.
Chunky nade. Yeah, Hydrix down to half HP. That was a very, very nice nade coming in there and towards apartments.
So now what do they find? They've got top brackets control. 10s. He's expecting this play on towards Arch, but he's got to find the timing. If he looks away at the wrong moment, it's going to all fall apart. Domster finds the first. He's been strong from that balcony and pit position. He's continuing that dominance. Another one for the Domster, holding strong, and they've averted disaster. No problems here. All 5 alive as well. It's just up to Ryan to try and maybe let a little bit of blood, find a gun, do whatever damage he can. Prospects looking slim here.
Yeah, if you're Ryan, you're feeling pretty lonely right now. You know, there's one guy potentially coming in from behind. He seems to have spotted out JT, but there's also a guy over towards Arch, and Black Poison will do the honors. But one thing I got to say, Domster is playing the best CS I think I've ever seen him play in this match right now. He's only at 16-15, but that's a result of just a poor first half. But he looks fantastic here on the CT side. This is really cool to see, because typically he's a guy watching for those rotations. And, yeah, he just looks really good here, Mike.
He's always been a really solid pit player, but you're right. He is standing up head and shoulders, doing exactly what he needs, finding exactly the kills he needs to. There's going to be a molly down, and nade as well. Goes just a little bit too deep. I thought that one was going to land right on the money. There is a second nade to follow it that tags up Fady quite nicely. It's maybe a little less than they were hoping for. The nade stack almost found its mark. Still, Fady going to be limping along into the round. It is up to JT to take first contact. He's got the AWP, and none of his shots through the half wall connected. He's going to have to fall away. Singularity, early utility, starting to just buy a little bit of space on ATK. Now they got to see what they can press with it.
So Fady's going to go ahead, spray in towards Banana, slow that push, and they're going to have an incoming molly as well. So they're taking a little bit of time off the clock. Still plenty for Singularity to work with. They're going to wait those out. You can see them setting up the utility right now. It's going to be utility coming in from OC. And the entry man will be Ryan. They've already got a guy in towards construction. Hydrix gets that key opening kill. Sheikh Zula adds one as well. And this is falling apart here for ATK, but Tens has shown up. He gets the kill while the bomb has been planted. Ryan watching that cross. Tens going to go down. Not ready for Ryan to be in that position.
That's going to trigger the save. Despite having a fair amount of money built up, Domster and Black Poison can get the heck out of Dodge. I think with those two saving, it'll be a very comfortable buy into the next. Beyond that, there might have been some troubles. So it is going to be a 15th round for Singularity, and here's the problem when you're making a comeback against insurmountable odds like this, is it just doesn't take much from Sing. All they've got to do is get around every once in a while. If they trade 1 for 4, 1 for 5, it doesn't matter. They're still going to win. And now 15-7 is going to require 8 rounds in a row for the South African squad to take this to overtime and even have a hope of taping map 1. And again, we've highlighted map 2 is Vertigo, a map they have never won in an official match as recorded. This is going to be such a struggle for them on map 2. They're going to be reliant on a miracle to be able to make it through. So this was really key. They had to take this map. They had to take Inferno. It's looking not good, Mitch.
Yeah, and that's very similar to the first matchup that we had. Party Astronauts, they had to take that first map on Overpass against Furia, and they just came up short. Still possible for ATK to get back into this. I don't want to write them off just yet, but Singularity are clearly flexing right now. Beta going to get aggressive in towards Banana, shoot through the smoke, doesn't get the kill, but eventually takes him down, but he's only on 5 HP. Make it 0. Tens is actually going to take down his teammate. That's a TK on the map, boys and girls. Domster, who's been handling the A site really well, does just that. It's going to be 4v2 now. So advantage ATK at the moment, and it's going to slow down right after that.
So that's just a question of what damage they can do. Floppy creeping his way around. Actually, if they give him space into Arch. Okay, JT's got this locked down with the AUG from range. Should be no problem here, though. Floppy never count him out. And he gets it! Floppy, what an entry! Now they can crunch. They've actually chosen the other site. That's interesting. They could have crunched on towards B. There's only one player there to hold. But it seems like A is the choice of the day. And that makes it very awkward because Floppy, with only 4 HP, this is going to be tough for him to do. He's trying to bait out another pick on towards B. OC could still reverse course. It is just 10s in the back of sight with an AWP, which would mitigate the risk from Floppy's low health, because if you're going to get shot with an AWP, you're going to get shot with an AWP. It really doesn't matter where he shoots you and how much health you have at the time. So now, OC's starting to approach. It is going to be B as the final call. So Tens has to hold on. He's tucked into Emo, the most conservative spot he could be in. He's just heard footsteps. The molly, though, could be good enough, and Floppy has the kill. That's going to be a bomb plant through. They've got a smoke to cover off the cross. That's the plant. Post-plant with 3 seconds to spare. And it's up to Domster and Black Poison to make the retake happen.
We got a double op setup. They might have considered not putting that smoke down, so they're going to try to get flashed into construction, but Floppy gets the opening kill before he gets blind. He'll fade away, and now OC has an opportunity as Dumpster's watching in towards construction, but OC stays disciplined, doesn't peek from a spot in towards triple. Floppy's position is known, but Dumpster has to win this in order to stay in this match. He gets one kill, taps the bomb. Still OC behind triple, but he will get the kill, and Singularity are going to take the first map here.